Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie, for everyone new here. Today, I have a new topic, which is big decisions lead to big transformation, and also destruction is actually leading to rebirth. So, story time, get comfortable. Okay, this might be a long one. So basically, in the summer of 2023, so like about a year and a half ago, I started this program, which is now that I now graduated from, which is now my business. And when I started that program, and then I quit my job that I had at that time, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna move to New York. I'm gonna do the whole New York thing, like, because I love the performing arts. I sing, I dance, I act. So I was like, I'm gonna go to New York. I'm gonna be on Broadway. Like, I'm gonna try that whole thing. And I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from Scranton, which is like 2.5 hours from New York. So, you know, that proximity to New York, you always kind of feel that energy and have that dream if you're like a performing artist. So anyway, so I was like, all right, let's go to New York. Let's do the thing. So I go to New York, and let's just say, long story short, that spit me out. That did not work, okay? And then I went to Portugal because I was like, well, now what am I gonna do? This is, you know, like what I thought my plans were. So I was like, all right, well, I love Europe. I usually feel better outside of the US anyway. So let me, you know, go to Portugal. I have friends there, and let's just see the vibes. So I go to Portugal, and literally, again, that spit me out. Within like 3 weeks to a month that I was there, I had COVID, I had BV, and I had bed bugs. Okay? Like that's what I'm talking about, like destruction. Like literally shit was hitting the fan. Everything was just chaos, pure destruction, falling to the ground. But I'll go back to that. So then I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But, you know, I actually ended up just throwing all of my stuff out. Like, I only went to Europe with one suitcase, and I ended up, like, throwing everything out because of the bed bugs. But it was actually so symbolic because it was, like, out with the old and in with the new. Like, literally, I had no clothes. I had nothing. I threw everything out. And so then I was like, okay, Portugal, this is spitting me out. I got to get out of here. And so I called my friend, one of my best friends who's from Greece, and she was living there at the time. And so I was like, Irini, can I please come stay with you? Like, here's the situation, please. And so she was like, yeah, of course. Shout out to her and her family. They've always been so good to me. Thank you. So she took me in for 2 months for the remainder of like my 90-day visa. And so I was in Athens, and so I was in Greece. And in that time, I really just was able to become clear about like what I wanted and where I wanted to go, what my next steps were. And around that same time is when I broke up from certain dynamics. I don't want to get too much into that because it's a little personal, but I completely cut people out of my life. And that was also just like a huge decision. So all of this is happening at the same time. And then I decided to move to Colorado because I felt like there were signs. The woman who does my program lives here. So I was like, all right, let's go see Colorado. And then when I first moved to Colorado, I was super depressed. I just, you know, like the whole year of 2024, there were just so many lessons after lessons, chaos, destruction, fire, everything just burning to the ground so that now I could have the rebirth. And now in 2025, looking back, I can see that you need that destruction. You need that burning to the ground moment of everything that was known, everything that was comfortable, everything that was from your past, so that you can rise from the ashes and you can build anew, you know? And coming back to the decision to sign on to do the 1.5-year program that I just graduated from, it's no coincidence that everything, all the destruction happened as soon as I made that big, strong decision that I'm going to study this, that I'm going to open my own business, that I'm going to be a practitioner and help people and heal people. Because when you say to the universe, this is the big decision, this is what I want, and I'm making a firm, strong choice to do it, the rest cannot exist, because at that time, you're raising your frequency. And you're saying, this is who I am, and this is what I want. And that frequency is super high. That frequency is here. So anything that is not a match to this frequency, this reality, this vibration, this energy, has to fall away. They can't coexist. So you're saying, I want to be here. This is where my dream life is. I'm going to be a practitioner. I'm going to do this. That's here. Well, then everything else has to crumble. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't fit into that. Like, that's literally like how the science works. And so when you make these big decisions and you say, I'm going to start my business, I'm going to do this and this and this and this, whatever it is for you, expect that maybe there's going to be a lot of destruction. There's going to be a lot of chaos. People are going to leave your life. You're going to be learning a lot of lessons to prepare you for this level where you say you want to be, where you made the decision to go. So the universe says, okay, well, I got to prepare you, and I got to cut out everything else that does not fit that vibration, that does not fit that frequency. So yeah, the main point of this video is that big decisions lead to big transformation. And within that transformation, there might be destruction, there might be chaos, there might be burning to the ground, there might be you going through the ringer, learning so many life lessons. But trust me, even when you're in the tornado and it feels like, what the heck is going on? Trust me that everything is rearranging to your favor. Everything is rearranging to your favor, to your highest good, to what you say you want and who you want to be. So everything has to fall out. You have to learn those lessons to become who you really want to be, to match that frequency of that big decision that you made. So if you are currently going through this, you're not alone. Oh, trust me, on the other side, like, everything will be okay. To shed some light from the other side, if you're going through this, to reach out a hand to you in the tornado, I just want to say that, like, now looking back at this 1.5 years that was pure chaos, I actually feel so grateful because of all of that, I feel so much stronger within myself, in my intuition, in my strengths, in my gifts, in my abilities, who I am. I love myself so much more. Like, I genuinely love myself. I removed myself from toxic situations that were not serving me, and that completely changed my life. So honestly, like, on the other side, I'm so grateful for all of the things that I've learned and for all of the ways that changed me and transformed me. So if you're currently going through it, just breathe, just ride the wave, and just take the lessons and become stronger and love yourself more because of it. And now on the other side, I feel more equipped to start my business, to help people, because I've been through the ringer myself, and I healed myself, and I helped myself, and I learned so many lessons. So now I actually feel more confident to be a practitioner, to take on clients and to help people, because of the life that I experienced this past 1.5 years. So even though if you're going through it, I'm sending you so much love and so much grace and a deep breath. And trust me, on the other side is, again, everything that you want, and you will be stronger.